Yeah, this morning at the Atco Blue Flame Kitchen. And Jill, you're talking about brining a turkey. That seems like overwhelming to me.
I agree. Have you ever tried to brine a turkey?
Well, no, because I need a big bucket and so much salt. I don't know how to do it. So you're going to show me.
You need a bucket? Okay, we're going to break it down into pieces, literally. I also tried to brine a turkey last Christmas. It did not go well, but you're simplifying this for us here this morning, Chef, at the Atco Blue Flame Kitchen.
Indeed.
So brining is easy.
Brining is very easy.
Okay.
And it makes everything generally easier. Instead of trying to roast a giant, massive
bird.
turkey, we're just going to break it down so it's pieces. So it cooks in about an hour, hour and a half.
Okay.
You don't need to worry about something going in the oven and stressing and not sleeping, ruining your holiday. This
Right.
way you can enjoy a cocktail, cook it in an hour, done.
Now we're talking. Okay, we've got some ingredients laid out here. Additionally, you have some tips on how to not cry when cutting an onion.
Indeed. Best tip for not crying when you're cutting an onion would be a sharp knife.
Okay. There's my issue.
Sharp knife will cut through it instead of kind of breaking the tissue down and spraying onion juice everywhere.
Right.
Or you can try, I've heard lots of things, chewing gum, a toothpick in your mouth.
So you're breathing through your mouth and not through your nose?
Yeah.
Or you can wear ski goggles as I do when I'm cutting onions. Okay, so we've got these ingredients together. How do we make the brine?
So we're going to start with some water. We have salt and sugar are the two main components. So if you want to add some salt.
How much water?
That's 16 cups, about 4 liters.
Okay.
It seems like a lot, but it's not that much.
It's a lot
really.
of salt too.
Yeah.
Now what does the sugar do? What's the purpose of the sugar?
The sugar kind of helps the brine permeate the meat, so get into the center of the meat and get everything nice and seasoned all the way through.
Okay.
So you just want to stir that. We have some peppercorns and a couple of bay leaves. This is a really, really simple brine. There's not a ton of flavor to it.
Right.
Sorry, there is a ton of flavor, not a ton of ingredients to it.
Okay.
So we just want to dissolve everything in there. It doesn't have to cook for a long time. It should taste like salty seawater.
Okay.
And then once it's cooked all the way, we'll turn it off and cool it.
So we're basically just dissolving the sugar and the salt in there. Do we put the other ingredients in?
Yeah, everything goes in right now.
Okay.
It's a kind of a simple stock, I guess,
Okay.
if you were going to make a vegetable or chicken stock. So some onions, some lemons, you can just squeeze and drop the whole thing in.
Okay.
Or just drop the whole thing in, works as well.
And you've got a finished brine here. So after this
I
is
do.
done and this is all boiled through, you cool it, right?
I cool it, so I'll strain all the stuff out of it, cool it, and then I just have my broken down turkey pieces. This takes up a lot less space in your fridge than, say, a whole turkey would.
Right.
So the turkey just goes in. If it's sticking out of the top a little bit, you can weight it down with a plate or something, and then you want to keep that in the fridge or somewhere nice and cold for 4 to probably 10 or 12 hours.
Okay.
Take it out, pat it dry, roast it in the oven, and it'll be delicious.
Is it the longer the better that you leave it in the brine?
Yes and no, depending on how big your turkey is. If you leave it too long, it can get too salty.
Okay.
So you want to be mindful of that. I wouldn't leave it for a couple of days.
All right. Well, I know that there are some people in the BT studio who are fans of the salty bird. Andrew Schultz. This looks good and it looks simple enough. This is the final plated dish here. You can find it in the holiday collection. Tara, what do you think? Would you be up for the challenge?
I would be up for the challenge because my bucket wouldn't need to be that big.